Sorry?
Past 18 years same attitude வந்திருக்காங்க பாய்ஸ்.
Fair enough. But I think there's a slight difference this time around, right? They went right with the auction. They started strong this season. Uh, that hasn't been the case typically with RCB. Hmm.
ஹலோ பாய்ஸ், வெல்கம் பேக். இந்த ப்ரீ மேட்ச் ஃபார் ஃபார் சிஎஸ்கே ஃபேன்ஸ் இட் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் மேட்சஸ். ஏன்னா நம்மளோட ரைவல்ஸ் when it comes to titles, மும்பை இந்தியன்ஸ் ஃபேஸ் ஆஃப் வித் சோ கால் ரைவல்ஸ் ஆர்சிபி வந்து மேட்ச் ஆடுறாங்க இன்னைக்கு. ஸோ தே பிளேயிங் அட் வாங்கடே. இங்கே நீங்கள் ஸ்னூப் சாப்பிட்றத வந்து இக்னோர் பண்ணிடுங்க, அவன் அப்படி தான் கொஞ்சம். பட் ஸோ பாப்ஸ், டுடேஸ் கேம் பிளேயிங் அட் வாங்கடே, யூ ஹேவ் ஒன் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பிளேயர் கமிங் இன், கேம் சேஞ்சர். ஸோ what do you feel Mumbai's chances are today? They've not been in form. ஒரு மேட்ச் ஜெயிச்சுட்டு 2 மேட்ச் ஜெயிச்சுட்டு பெருசா யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு they're facing a tough opposition.
Yeah, I think the team that's chasing has an advantage here at Wankhede. Firstly, so I think toss will have like an important decision here. Secondly, if we were to take some more stats here, like, which is Mumbai in the power play haven't been great. We all know that. RCB has at least shown that they have had 2 good power plays out of the 3 matches that they've played. And RCB has also shown vulnerability where um, if they lose wickets early in the power play, they'll somehow crumble. So we've seen that as well. Mumbai, on the other hand, they seem fine throughout. I think Tilak will come good in this match for sure. And they don't have any injury concerns. That's what everyone suggested. So most likely Rohit Sharma will come back and Ryan Rickelton will also play. And I think they will perhaps play Namandir at number 3 and then 4 Sky and then Tilak Verma and then Pandya. I think that's what they will go with because they're currently lacking the uh, finishing ability. And I just believe it's what?
Will Jacks இருக்கானே.
அதான் ரோஹித் சர்மா வந்துருவான்ல.
Will Jacks has been playing all the games that Rohit Sharma has also been playing.
Correct. Will Jacks will also come, but I think that's up to them. See, Namandir is giving them some quality that I think Will Jacks isn't currently. He's failed 3 out of the 4 times he's played currently. So that's also something to note.
Ryan
Perhaps
Rickelton
they'll
வெளியில
make some switches and chops and changes. What?
Ryan Rickelton
Actually, Ryan Rickelton came good in 1 match. Yeah. But that's your opener. Or they may just make Rohit Sharma sit down and Will Jacks and Ryan Rickelton open. That could also be an option for them. But we'll have to wait and watch what to happen. But yeah, it looks. I think Mumbai look like the favorites in this match, considering Bumrah is coming back, and when Bumrah comes back, there's always like some impact. There's a change in the atmosphere, and I think Rohit will also come good when Bumrah is there because the atmosphere is slightly different, right? So the guys who'll gel along are Bumrah, Sky, and Rohit. Obviously, Pandya has his own aura and he's doing things separately in the team. But it'll be good to see Bumrah back, and he usually comes back with an impact. So that's what I'm expecting to see. And from RCB's perspective, what should they do to win? I think on road they're a really strong team because they are like, hey, I'm coming to prove and show to the world what we're made of. We want the cup. We want it badly. That's the attitude all these boys are coming in from. That's the attitude we can see from the dressing room to the ground.
past
And
18
the way they're, sorry,
past 18 years same attitude வந்திருக்காங்க பாய்ஸ்.
fair enough. But I think there's a slight difference this time around, right? They went right with the auction. They started strong this season. That hasn't been the case typically with RCB. And usually it's like top 3 and then they crumble, they die. Currently they're strong. You can see that. From the 16th to 20th over, if you see, Tim David is batting really well for them. He's actually paid off really well. Tim David also has played for Mumbai. So he knows the ins and outs of Wankhede. He's typically performed well there. So that's also something you'll have to take into account. It'll be a match of uh, more than the batters. I think it's more of what the bowlers do in this pitch, I feel, in terms of restricting the totals or in terms of getting those crucial partnership breakthroughs. Essentially, in Wankhede, what happens is you either start strong, or if you don't start strong, then you build a partnership and then you take off from there. So in that case, you want some wicket takers, genuine wicket takers to break those partnerships or slow things down or hold one end so there can be a wicket taking bowler that comes and takes the chances of taking wickets. In that aspect, I think currently both Josh Hazelwood will get a good purchase of the wicket because he hits the deck hard. Um, Bumrah for sure, no matter what the pitch is, he's like a different beast. Um, Spinners, I think Krunal Pandya is also from the same uh, home ground. He'll also have some role to play today in Mumbai. He'll have things to prove there. The Pandya brothers will face each other off as well. Something good comes out of it. It'll be interesting to see Krunal Pandya bowling a bouncer to Hardik Pandya. That's what I'm waiting to see and how Hardik Pandya faces that out. But yeah, I go with Mumbai as the favorites. I expect Mumbai to win against RCB.
So
And we haven't even spoken about Virat Kohli and what he would
yeah.
do in Mumbai. So
What do you think will be the key deciding factor this match for RCB versus Mumbai? Snoop, பாப்ஸ் வந்து டாஸ்ல ஆரம்பிச்சான். அப்படி நிறைய நிறைய விஷயங்கள் சொல்லியிருக்கான். ஸோ உனக்கு வந்து do you agree with the same or do you have something different?
All the points that Bob said, except for the result, I expect RCB to win today. And I'll also explain why I think RCB will win today. I think the difference could potentially be, as Babs was saying, the bowlers, especially the new ball bowlers. Although Bumrah and Chahar are very, very good new ball, very good swing bowlers up front, they can swing the ball both ways. I think, as Babs was saying, the Hazelwood factor could potentially be the difference. Even Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, for that matter, I think the new ball bowlers of RCB are more equipped than their Mumbai counterparts for this specific wicket. And of course, I think win the toss, bowl first is going to be the case here too, and that is going to play a very, very crucial factor. But having said that, I expect RCB to win because they have more defensive spinners as well as they have a better fast bowling lineup for this particular pitch, discounting Bumrah, of course. Bumrah is expected to play, but even if Bumrah plays this match, I still believe RCB will win this match.
Okay.
And also my MVP, so நான் எல்லாமே சொல்லி முடிச்சிருக்கேன். I think from Mumbai, my MVP is Will Jacks. I expect him to come good today. He's a prolific player. If he just faces 5-6 balls and doesn't get out, even last game, I think he got out to a very good field setting where he was forced to play the ball towards deep square. But Anna, if he manages to get through 5-6 balls, I expect him to get a big score today. And from RCB, my player of the match is going to be
Devdutt Padikkala.
It's going to be both, I mean, Salt and Hazelwood. I expect Hazelwood to come good. Batting wise, I expect Salt to get them off to a good start. And the matchup that I think could potentially decide the game is Bumrah versus RCB's lower order. I think that could potentially be the difference between 15-20 runs, which, as you know, in a place like Wankhede, is all that it takes.
Pops, உன்னோட pick யாரு?
எனக்கு வந்து மும்பைல the pick will be Sky. He's come off good. We've seen him lack his form, but I think he's just come off good. Even in a pitch where others were struggling, he kind of built the partnership. The moment he lost his wicket, they were out of the chase. I think Sky realizes that, and then Sky is the one who's going to anchor the whole situation if it's a chase. And he can take the game away. If he clicks, he'll take the game away. That's what Sky is known for. And I expect Sky to come good today from MI. And from RCB, I in fact expect Kohli to do good today. But let's see how that pans out. You know, he's now playing an anchor's role suddenly in the last two matches that we saw. And I think he's a fighter. He usually comes back with a stronger statement. And that's what I'm expecting.
Oh, Senna.
Huh? What?
Skoma won't pick Senna.
So I'm looking forward to the battle between Kohli and Bumrah because Bumrah Salt வந்து கொஞ்சம் சசான situation. Salt has not been able to get over Bumrah. And I think Kohli has to anchor the innings. கொஞ்சம் காமா அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 ஓவர் பவர் பிளேல வந்து பார்த்து ஆடணும். ஸோ there's a good chance that both of them will talk about it and think Bumrah is coming back after a long time.
நியூ பால் போட மாட்டானே. தீபக் சாஹர் போல்ட் இருக்காங்க, எப்படி பும்ரா நியூ பால் போடுவான்?
ஓ, அப்போ 10 ஓவர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் தான் போடுவானா?
பவர் பிளேயர் மேபி ஓவர் போடுவான். ஐ டோன்ட் see him bowling more than an over in power play.
தீபக் சார்லாம் வந்து தீபக் சார்லாம் போட்டா உடிச்சிருவாங்கடா பாய்ஸ். ஒரு ஓவர் அட்லீஸ்ட் போட ஆரம்பிக்கும்.
உன்னோட பிரைமரி ஸ்கில்லே பவர் பிளே போலிங் தான்டா.
கரெக்ட், புரியுது. பட் ஐ ஸ்டில் ஃபீல் அந்த அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு ஓவர் டெஸ்ட் இருக்கும் நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகே, ஸோ என்னால் ஐ வாண்ட் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஹவு பும்ரா, பிகாஸ் ஹீல் பி ஏபிள் டு பிக் விக்கெட்ஸ் வெரி ஈஸிலி whenever he comes in. ஏன்னா அவன் போடுற ஒரு பாலும் வந்து டேஞ்சரஸ் ஃபார் எனி பேட்ஸ்மேன் டு பிளே. அந்த டைம்ல விராட் கோலி இருந்தா would be good. But for me today, I think Rajat Patidar, who will come at number 3 or number 4, should have a key role to play. Number 4 தான் தேவ்தத் படிக்கல் மறந்துட்டேன். So he'll have a key role to play because if let's say if at least one of the 3 fast bowlers click for Mumbai, it will be easy 2 wickets for them in the initial power play. So Patidar and after that Livingston adhe, because they're playing Wankhede also. So enakku pick of the day for RCB will be Patidar and Santner for Mumbai, because bowling la I think it's very crucial. If he's able to bowl to Kohli, he can have a great impact if Kohli sticks on for a long time. So these are my 2 this thing. But see, what I've understood, what we've all seen in IPL is fielding is been little murky for all the teams. எல்லா மேட்சும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு கேட்ச் விட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்காங்க. So today, how crucial do you think, we've spoken about batting and bowling, how crucial do you think fielding is in general and also for today's game? So do you think both the teams have good fielding sides? They have individually good, brilliant fielders, but will it come together for them? Is that going to be an impact?
Yeah, I think fielding plays an equal part and a role. Dropping, especially when we say fielding, we're referring to dropping catches.
No,
Those,
misfields.
Yeah, misfields are not that expensive unless it's like it adds on. Misfields add on, right? You do one misfield. If you do 4-5 misfields, then you can say collectively it's added on. But typically 1 misfield is fine. 2 misfields are fine here and there. But catches is what changes the matches. And as you said, every team has in fact dropped multiple catches, if not more than 2 catches in a match. And I'm not too sure if I've seen Mumbai do that particularly, but RCB have done that in the field too. So I will say, if anything, RCB would have improved their fielding, right? So I don't think there's no one player that I can point out and say, hey, this player can potentially drop a catch or they're a sus fielder. Everyone's decently safe on both the sides when it comes to fielding. So we'll have to conclude.
Done. So I also believe RCB will win today because they're not playing at home. It's a very bad reason, but still away is their strength, and I feel they have a very good squad. And they've also, see, power play அடிச்சிருக்காங்க. Even if they've lost quick wickets, they've still had batting who can still plunge through the middle order. Livingston, Jitesh Sharma or Patidar, they've come good. So ஆனால் மும்பைக்கு அப்படி இல்லை. மும்பை வந்து பவர் பிளே அடிக்கவே இல்லை, ரொம்ப ரேராக தான் அடிக்கிறாங்க. They've always lost wickets. So அந்த ஒரு ரீசனால I feel RCB can, they'll have a well balanced situation. So they should hopefully win today. அப்பதான் அட்லீஸ்ட் மும்பை நம்பிக்கையில் இருப்பாங்க.
Just to add, fielding பத்தி I completely agree with what Bob said on at least the initial part. Anna, on the second part, I beg to differ. T20 is a game of margins. Even one misfield, one run could potentially turn out to be the difference. So good fielding sides, I think they go on to win matches. Anna, I think RCB and Mumbai have been very good.
எனக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனைனா, in fielding you have 3 to 4 players where you need to hide in the field. Like every team has the 3 to 4 players. When you're playing IPL at a standard where it's very each and every run is important, you still have players you think, okay, நம்ம இவன் எங்கே ஒளிச்சிக்கணும். So all these
are people who you hide இல்லையா?
இல்லடா, நம்மளுக்கு அப்படி இல்ல. நம்மளை பத்தி பேச தேவையில்ல. But I'm just saying, you see people from Australia and New Zealand, they, even if it's a fast bowler, they'll still give 100% in the field. Even if it's IPL, even if it's
Cummins exception நினைக்கிறேன் சுகுமா. Now most of the fast bowlers are susda இல்லையா ஃபீல்ட்ல. They could be good catchers. ஆனா you don't expect them to dive around. ஏன்னா end of the day அவங்க they put their body through.
டைவ் கூட தேவையில்லடா. See, you see a lot of people fast runners. கோலிலாம் பார்த்தனா டீப் மிட் விக்கெட் அவன் ஃபீல்டரை பார்ப்பான். ஜடேஜா இல்லையா அவனுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும் டூன், பேட்ல பட்டோனே அவனுக்கு டூன் தெரிஞ்சிடும். ஏன்னா he knows that player. So all these ones and twos that adds to the momentum, that adds to the score, that gives more confidence to the batsman. bowlerக்கும் ஒரு எட்ஜ் அது. ஏன்னா அவன் கஷ்டப்பட்டு போட்டிருப்பான், நல்ல பால் அது, ஆனா 1ல இருந்து 2 ஆகுதுன்னா, ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியா சுச்சுவேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் கிரிட்டிக்கல் ஐ பிலீவ். பட் இட்ஸ் நாட் சம்திங் that lot of people speak of. அது வந்து நார்மலா இப்போ நார்மலைஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. அது கன்வெர்ட்டிங் ஒன்ஸ் இன்டு டூஸ் இஸ் பிகம் so normal right now, which I don't think should be the case. You need to have at least 6 to 7 gun fielders who convert this, I mean, keep the ones as ones, not ones as twos. அதுதான் எனக்கு இன்னும் வரிங்கா இருக்கு. As cricket is developing, we see that more importance is given to batting, lesser importance to bowling, and even lesser importance to fielding.
இப்போ T20 ஒரு பவுண்டரிஸ் போட் ஆயிடுச்சு இல்ல. More often than not, the team which scores more boundaries tend to win in
but
T20.
IPL you see, it's also, you don't see a lot of high scores. ஒரு 2-3 கேம் தான் வந்து 200 மேல அடிக்கிறாங்க. இது எல்லாமே வந்து very average of 180 to or even lesser.
See, when all the teams find their rhythm, then the matches get interesting. But so far, it looks like most of the matches have been clearly one-sided. You can take clearly all SRH matches have been one-sided. The one they won also, the one they lost also. All CSK matches have always been one-sided. We tried to make it close facing. Then even in fact GT matches have been pretty one-sided. They very clearly clinically played the entire match. In fact, it looks like GT has one of the strongest fielding side as well, with all the younger players diving around, stopping the field, stopping the force and running around to put their body.
Just like Rashid Khan are fielding well.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't particularly seen close matches except for the one where that Delhi and LSG match that happened in the beginning. Right? Other than that, nothing have been really
Mumbai
close. No, that was also different. See, we won the match in the 10th over. Then we made it difficult. We kind of brought it to a losing situation. Still, we had 5 wickets in hand. So it wasn't like it was a difficult match to say, oh, whatever. None of those matches were like that. So considering that, I'm still not bringing fielding into the equation. That'll come into the equation when we see a lot of close games. Then we can point fingers and say, hey, all our players are in form. Crucial wickets broke. And fielding was the decision factor there. Currently, teams are struggling to have players come into form. Right? Currently, teams are struggling to get players into form. So if you say, hey, Mumbai lost the match because they, let 6 ones get converted to twos, doesn't make jack shit of a difference. It's one hit away for someone like Rohit Sharma to come and hit a 6. Rohit Sharma has not even gotten into the party for batting. So that is my point.
பார்ட்டிக்கு வந்து பட் ஓகே
இல்ல அது பல வருஷங்கள் ஆனாலும் பட் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் சேயிங் he's joining the after match parties. In match parties க்கு தான் ஜாயின் பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறான். But hopefully that's why I'm not bringing fielding into the equation at the moment, unless you can clearly see, hey, we lost the match with catches அப்படின்ட்டு. அதனால தான் I made catches a bigger deal than
CSK RR match எடுத்துக்கோயா. We dropped Hetmeyer.
See, CSK RR matchல வந்துட்டு we dropped Hetmeyer, that cost us the game. அதெல்லாம் 100% தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம். But other than that, we had other glaring issues. Screw that one catch. We had a combination problem. We had top order not batting at all. Those are the problems we're discussing. Now take the case of, let's say, a GT, and they had one tough match in which then you will say, oh yeah, who didn't come to the party? All of the players have been in the party. Sherfin Rutherford is playing his role clearly. Sai Sudarshan is playing his role clearly. Washington Sundar, in fact, played his first match, played his role absolutely brilliantly. Class, right? Gill is playing his role clearly. So everyone in the team is playing their role absolutely brilliantly. In fact, Rahul Devate and all hasn't even been tested in the field yet.
is bowling absolutely brilliantly. Gem.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Exactly. Yeah, Ishan Sharma nala போறான், சிராஜ்லாம் ஃபயர்ல இருக்கான். So அவங்க அதான் சொல்றேன், அவங்க எல்லாம் எல்லாமே நல்லா ஆடும்போது on that occasion you will say, இந்த கேட்ச் விட்டதுனால போச்சுட்டு. சிஎஸ்கே கேஸ்ல இந்த கேட்ச் விட்டதுனால மேட்ச் போல. நீ 180 அடிச்சிட்ட, மேட்ச் அங்கே போயிடுச்சு, கேட்ச்னால மேட்ச் போல. So let's not bring fielding into the equation just yet. நான் சொல்றேன். Let the teams find their mojo. Let everyone come into the party. Let them find their rhythm. Yeah, 5 matches is too much for a tournament. It's like 1/3 of the tournament is over. So by now we expect teams to come. Otherwise, you can already see the teams that haven't found their combination, haven't come into the party, have already laggers. Clearly, right? These are all leading indicators. Right? The points table is clearly a leading indicator of how well teams have joined the party or not. அதுதான் matter. So I'm not bringing fielding into the equation just yet.
Okay, done. சரி நம்ம இப்போ I think we've discussed most of what we need to discuss. Let's catch up in the post match.
MI for the win. I only believe in Jesse Bhai.
RCB for the win. Go Kohli. ಈ ಸಲ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ಮದೇ.
Let's see.
Okay, boys. See you.